What a day. What a day, guys. Yeah. I feel inspired. Reg, did you watch this morning?
Oh, man, I did. I got up early, and I watched it.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
I was just like, there were like moments where I was like, oh, I remember that feeling of being an American again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know that feeling.
No, you should try it.
But I know the feeling you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Like when you're finally like, oh yeah, my country, and not like my country, but just like it felt like things were represented in a truer light than what they actually are. I
even felt it driving into work.
Yeah.
I felt people in the car were just going, oh. Yeah, it's a nice feeling.
I had, as soon as I drove out, there was a mother and her little boy walking down my block, and he had a plastic bag, garbage bag. He was picking up trash out of the neighbors' yards. And I drove by, and I think that she thought I was going to say something weird, and I was like, thanks so much for cleaning up. And she's like, oh, yeah, he loves it. And then I said thank you to the kid, and he's like, oh, thanks. And I was like, all right, it's a brand new day.
But here is the key moment right here when Joe Biden was sworn in as president on a very old, a very large Bible. Or as Jill Biden called it, a really heavy Bible. So let's move this along, shall we, Joe? Quick as we can. But look at that. That is a historic moment right there. Look at that. It's not often you get to see a president of the United States take his oath of office on a prop from one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And did everybody see Biden's speech? I found it incredibly powerful. I thought it was completely... I thought it was note perfect. At one point, Biden said it wasn't just his campaign that prevailed, but democracy itself.
We've learned again that democracy is precious. Democracy is fragile. And at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed.
Democracy prevailed. But the game definitely went into overtime, didn't it? At another point in his speech, Biden quoted Abraham Lincoln.
When he put pen to paper, the president said, and I quote, "If my name ever goes down into history, it'll be for this act, and my whole soul is in it." My whole soul is in it. Today, on this January day, my whole soul is in this.
Look at all the leather gloves.
They're coming back.
I've never seen so many leather gloves.
Yeah.
There must have been an absolute run on leather gloves in D.C. this week.
Yeah.
Serial killers must have been like, what? You're out of gloves? I got nothing. I've never seen so many. But Biden said his whole soul is in it. And because it's Joe Biden, we know it's the kind of soul typically performed by Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Biden also used his speech to call for unity in the days ahead.
This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge. And unity is the path forward. We have never, ever, ever, ever failed in America when we've acted together.
And that's why we cannot have a Sex and the City reunion without Samantha. We just can't.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump saw this. He was like, unity, unity, unity. Is that girl I paid off at that strip club in Reno? Oh, no, that was Destiny. That's right. And did you guys see this? It was a historic day in Washington, D.C., but Bernie Sanders showed up to the inauguration dressed like this. Look at that. Now, lots of people were talking about this. Here's the thing. Bernie 100% would have worn that to his own inauguration. I like an adult that would wear mittens with that sort of confidence. Don't you? I could never do it, mittens.
I know.
We used to have a boy at school. Did you ever do this in America where your mum would put string on the mittens in your coat round the back? Yeah. Yes. That was a great game at school, wasn't it? You go up to Alan Brahm, you pull one hand and he just gets smacked in the... Hell of a game, hell of a game. Really, never got old, never got old. Brahm's got his mittens on. Quick, yeah, bang! Oh. Look at that, though. Look at Bernie Sanders. He doesn't look like he's there for a presidential inauguration. He looks like he's there to watch his grandson's youth soccer game, and he is not happy about it. But the inauguration ended up being a star-studded event. Lady Gaga sang the national anthem, and she gave it full Gaga. So good, so good, so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you saw it. She had a tiny little bird pin. Did you see it? Very subtle. This also explains why Joe Biden ended his speech by saying, "God bless the United States of America, and one more thing, rain on me." Jennifer Lopez then came out and performed.
This land was made for you and me.
I wish she'd done some hits. Do you know what I mean? I wish, like, it's my only thing. I've thought she should come in on a zip line.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. You know?
Yeah.
Done a duet. I thought the same with Gaga. She should have been like, Kamala, Biden and Kamala. Like, they just spruce it up a bit, you know? Put some jazz in it, guys. Although I did think it was nice that Jennifer Lopez performed on the Capitol steps while dressed as the ghost of George Washington. Oh, that's a shame. I thought that'd get more.
It needed one of those powdered wigs, though. She needed wooden teeth.
I do think she should have done some hits. Brought Ja Rule out.
Yes.
So like, My Love Don't Cost a Thing. No, what's the one Ja Rule's on? I'm real. See? Unity. I'm real. I love that Lauren knew straight away what...
I love J-Lo.
You love J-Lo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, while all of this was going on, staffers were busy moving the Biden's things into the White House, but Biden's Peloton bike is causing some concern because it has a camera and a microphone, and it poses a threat from hackers, which is why I've not been using mine. Security reasons, you know, country first. I've got to play it safe, you know?
Of course.
It's a real danger. We cannot possibly let this country's enemies know when and where Joe Biden is rising and grinding. Is this a concern, Reg? You're a Peloton guy. You're in it for a bit. Is this a concern? What kind of info can a hacker get from a Peloton?
I mean, they could get a lot. They could see, like, your frustration with having to do it. They could see how many calories you're bragging about compared to how many you actually expended. So that's the one thing.
I would like to know what classes Joe Biden's doing on the Peloton. Because I'm a Cody Rigsby guy. He gets me through, but he does. He's the only one. He's the only one that gets me rising and grinding. Don't look at me like that, Lou. It's a true story. I know I lie a lot on this show, but that's true. That's true. You looked at me like a real piece of then.
No, it's interesting.
You did. You made me feel like a piece of
I'm sorry, I don't think you're a piece of
No, I'm not a piece of
You're not a piece of
Who was the first person to call someone a piece of
That goes way back.
Who was the first, but you're a real piece of What?
It was like a cave person.
Do you think?
You're like,
Yeah.
it's like,
not whole piece of
yeah, very specific.
I do often think that about Swell. Who was the first person? What did you call me? I said you're a piece of
It's like,
Wow, I'm going to start using that. That's good.
yeah, totally.
It's a segment of
You want a portion of
But they've said that they're working on a solution, and if they can't find a way to make the Peloton secure, Biden will have to go back to spinning on his old bike.
That's so good.
Oh, that really that's the most you've ever laughed.
Penny farthing. I love a penny farthing.
Later, Biden sat down behind his desk in the Oval Office and immediately went to work signing 17 executive actions, including a mask mandate and reversing Trump's travel bans. Biden's also planning to overturn the mattress in the presidential bedroom. Do you think they must get a new mattress, right? It must be a new mattress. Has to be.
They do.
Gotta be, yes.
Has to be a new mattress.
I don't understand how they clean it fast enough, because
Yeah.
Trump left at 8 a.m. and they are in there at like 12:30.
Oh, I think you've got your best men on it,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
mattress-wise. I
Top
reckon.
squad. But mattress's last move. Trump was in it last night. They had to have a new one in today.
Yeah, I think that's all right. I think that's fine. He was out, when did he leave? 8 a.m.?
Yeah, it gives you a little time.
That's why they put Gaga and J-Lo on.
Yep.
They were
Right.
like, guys, we need more than Garth. We got a mattress to move here. I like that there's the mask mandate. I like that the mask mandate is called the 100-day masking challenge. That's what it's called. Like, people go, oh, people don't want to wear masks, but what if we made it into a fun little game that could trend on TikTok? Yeah, we'll do. Well, what do we win? The chance to stay alive. Now, of course, President Trump left town long before all the festivities began, and during a farewell address this morning to around 200 supporters at the airport, Trump promised that he'll be back.
The things that we've done have been just incredible, and I couldn't have done it without you. So just a goodbye. We love you. We will be back in some form.
OK, well, at least he made it sound as creepy as possible. This is like the end of a bad movie, when the villain teases their return and you're watching it like, I don't think this one's getting a sequel. And there was a bit of a surreal moment during Donald and Melania's farewell as they boarded Air Force One to the song YMCA.
Call the YMCA, they can stop you back on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
You're finally leaving the White House today. I tell you what, it's a shame he didn't just pull out the dance one last time, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'd have been up there. Why don't you just go for it one more time? Just really really show us the moves. I wish they'd let him back on Twitter just for today. Don't you? I wish Twitter had been like, look, you're banned, but we really want to know how you're feeling about all this. And while he did not attend the inauguration, Trump did, in fact, continue one tradition of the outgoing president leaving a note for their successor. Trump left Biden a note wishing him luck on the presidency and saying that for some reason he still believes that Meryl Streep is overrated. Apparently, Trump's note was more than Biden bargained for, though. It simply said, please take good care of my son, Eric.